The first ever flip phone ni Nubia, and introducing the Nubia Flip 5G. This flip phone is so good and yet hindi siya ganun kamahal, which for me is definitely a surprise. It's being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 GB of storage. It has a 1.43-inch OLED display outside, 4,310 mAh of battery, and can support up to 33 watts na fast charge. More details about this phone after this quick intro. Now, the Nubia Flip 5G with a 8256 GB of storage is currently priced at around 31,000 pesos. And I'll be posting the link on the description box below. Now, pag-usapan na natin kanyang design. And this one being the first ni Nubia, syempre ginamit na niya yung experience ni Samsung Flip kasi naka 5 series na si Samsung and this is their first one. Mapapansin mo kanyang crease dito is very minimal. Halos di mo makikita yung tupi na dito except kung siguro inilawan mo na mabuti, makita mo may kunting lina dito. But kung tinignan mo ganun, halos wala kang mapapansin especially when watching movies. Pero siguro dahil sa liit ng kanyang hinge dito, mafe-feel mo there's a little wobble dito. But very minimal. Halos di mo siya mapapansin kung hindi ka kasing OC ko. Overall to phone na ito, I would say it's very sturdy. Ang sarap hawakan, no? And pag fini-flip mo siya, ang sarap ng pakiramdam dito sa kanya. And I love the way it is. Very compact, very small. Ang bilis ibit-bitin, ang bilis ilagay sa aking pocket. And I just simply love the way it is. And what's nice dito sa kanya, meron din display dito sa labas, which papakita ko sa inyo later ang mga different function na meron dito sa labas. This is how it looks like while it's being folded, and it looks really nice and masarap hawakan. It just simply brings back the good old days ng Moto Razr. I've been using that phone nung dati. I think that's my college days. And I love the Moto Razr. I'll be honest, kasi it's being one of my phones before. And using si Nubia Flip is definitely nostalgic. And one thing na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya is matte finish ang kanyang likod, though definitely walang fingerprint smudges. Eh, ang kanyang corner is a little bit edgy, but hindi naman siya masakit pag hinahawakan. Now, like I said, this phone is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1. For me, itong chip na ito is very battery efficient and quite good din ang kanyang performance. It was able to give me a 681,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark. And if you break it down, this is what I got. 833 lang kanyang best loop score dito sa Wildlife Extreme, but 99% ang kanyang stability. Not the best ang kanyang thermals, and it throttled to 75% ang kanyang best performance. This is the score na nakuha ko dito sa Geekbench sa CPU benchmarking and sa GPU benchmarking. And by the way guys, this phone is running myOS 13 inside Android version 13. Now, itong flip phone na ito has a 4,310 mAh na battery, and I believe that it's being hidden dito sa ilalim. And despite being small, kaya naman namang fast charge up to 33 watts na fast charging. Charging from 0 to 100 takes around mga an hour and 10 minutes based sa aking experience, and this can definitely last you for a whole day of usage without even charging as long as you're using it normally. Walang heavy gamings please. And nung sinalang ko to sa PC Mark na battery stress test, it gave me a 12 hours of screen on time. This is based on 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Now, this phone has a 6.9-inch na foldable OLED display. And I would say na malaki ang display, which I definitely love from this phone. And it also supports 120Hz of screen refresh rate pala, by the way. And if you're browsing through your favorite social media on this phone, expect a good browsing experience here. Kasi smooth ang aking experience dito. I have no problem while swiping on this phone. Though feel ko there are times na medyo pigil konti sa akin daliri, lalo na kung medyo basa ang aking kamay, medyo pumipigil dito sa screen. But kung tuyo naman na yung kamay, okay naman ang aking swiping experience here. And this one also has a level 1 na Wi-Fi security level, so meaning you can watch HD on this phone. And if you're watching mga shows naman sa YouTube, expect a good experience here. Dahil pinahiram ko naman to sa aking anak while he's watching Parasite, and sinabi na sobrang okay ang display dito sa phone na ito. And I agree with him nung nanonood ako ng NBA playoffs dito. And of course, syempre, pag finold mo, there's another display dito sa labas. It's a 1.43-inch na display. Ito ang mga function na magagawa mo dito. Makita natin yung display na dito. No? Meron siyang always on display. Makita mo isang moon dito. Pag tap mo sa kanya, okay, double tap, yan, mag-ilaw na siya. So, you have to swipe left and right. The camera, weather, music playing, calendar authorization. Okay, top screen to turn on pedometer. Then, you can do your timer, record audio, and yun ang mga function na pwede mo magawa dito. So, dito, kita mo, some notification. Wala siyang swipe up So, dito, you can turn on your camera here using this camera. Okay, so right now, kita natin sa rin natin. So, you can take photo, you can take video, you can take portrait shots. You have 3 functions ang pwede mong gawa dito, which is definitely cool. So, pakita ko sa inyo later mga samples na nakuha natin dito sa camera niya while it's being folded. Now guys, this phone has stereo speaker. And mapapansin mo, there's 3 holes dito. And the other one is coming here sa kanyang earpiece. Pakinggan na natin ang kanyang sound kung malakas nga ba or mediocre. The sound is not so bad, but not the loudest na try ko on a flip phone. And that's why I always pair this one together with my flip phone. This is the FIIL CC Pro 2. It's a very compact na TWS with ANC, and this one has a very nice noise cancelling. And what's nice din dito sa kanya, it also supports high-res audio, so you can listen sa mga LDAC na files. Perfect to sa mga audiophiles out there. So probably the only thing ang kalaban mo dito is alikabok kasi wala siyang cover, but overall ang bilis lang niya ilabas, and it looks something like this. It looks really nice, and I love the way it is. And putting in my ears, masarap ang feeling. No? And there's several modes na pwedeng select dito. Normal mode, noise cancelling mode. There's also the transparency mode and wind mode. So when I hit the gym, I'm not afraid na mabasa ito kasi meron siyang IPX4 na rated, and magandang fitting dito. So kahit mag-shake ako dito sa loob ng gym, hindi siya basta-basta matatanggal, which is probably one of my favorite thing to do when I'm testing a TWS. Isi-shake ko talaga ulo ko, titignan ko kung talaga lilipad siya o hindi. But of course, magandang fitting sa akin tenga, so it's very intact. And I've been using this for the past 2 weeks together with the NUBIA Flip 5G. I simply love the sounds coming from this one. Kung mahilig ka mag sound tripping sa Spotify and mahilig ka mag gaming dahil this one has low latency, this is probably one of the good na buds na pwede ko i-recommend sa inyo. If you want to check this one out, link on the description. Now, despite that this phone is definitely not your gaming phone, but tinry natin maglaro ng 3 games here. I played Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, and Farlight 84. Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo a really good game experience dahil kayang-kaya ni Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1. It was giving me a good gaming experience here. The touch response was good and the graphics was good. And pansin ko pag naglalaro ako ng VR matches dito, kahit magtapon kayo ng mga smoke bomb on a certain place, wala ako na-feel na lag sa kanya. And it heated up to 44 degrees Celsius, by the way. Pagdating naman sa Genshin Impact, okay yung kanyang gameplay for the first 15 minutes. No, medyo tumatagal, pansin ko pag tumatakbo ko, medyo lumilingon ako na mabilis, there's a slight delay while I'm panning left and right. So pagdating naman sa battle, halos very minimal naman ang frame drops dito sa kanya, and I was able to enjoy the game for roughly an hour, and it heated up to 47 degrees Celsius on max settings. And checking Farlight 84, sinagad ko rin siya, dito na feel ko may kunting frame drop. And while playing this game for 30 minutes, napansin ko nag-zoom in ako using a sniper scope for around mga 4x. Medyo pag zoom niya, mapapansin mo may kunting delay bago mo ma-aim na maayos doon sa kalaban. So it's kinda distracting kasi doon ka sometimes matatalo on that split second na nag-lag yung phone mo. While playing it at max settings, uminit siya up to 48 to 49 degrees Celsius, but nung binaba ko ang kanyang graphical settings, bumaba naman siya sa 47 degrees Celsius, and the gameplay was smoother. Now, one of the good spot dito sa kanya is magandang kanyang camera. Dahil ang kanyang 50MP na main camera sensor was able to perform, and it also has a 2MP na depth sensor, and ang kanyang video you can shoot up to 4K and 30, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 16MP na front-facing shooter which can shoot you up to 1080 and 30. So one of the good things dito sa camera ni NUBIA Flip 5G is that the camera resolution from the rear camera is good. Kita natin this shot, very simple. Kita natin all of the details being preserved dito sa bato na ito. And what's even nicer is that it's really close sa color na nakita ko with my naked eye. Though makita natin this is a little bit saturated, but overall the camera quality is good. Now, you might seem na parang very normal shot lang to, just a pile of leaves. Pag tinignan mo naman siya, you'll see all of the details dito, no? And I'm just just try to take some random shot and it looks nice. Another thing na napansin ko dito sa shot na ito is that itong leaves niya looks really nice. And pag zoom in mo, all the details are preserved. Though, hindi siya super duper sharp pag zoom in mo. But I would say you really appreciate ang ganda ng capture dito sa kanang camera. It's really close dun sa kanang actual na subject. And while taking some sunset shot along Navotas Bay, this is how it looks like. Very dramatic ang kanyang itsura. And pag hindi naman siya nakaharap sa sun, this is how it looks like. Medyo nag-react lang siya ng konti when it's facing the sun. Natinry naman natin mag-focus dito sa bangka na ito. And this is a normal shot. And this is a 2x zoom shot. As you zoom it in, tinignan natin, well, a little bit grainy na siya. Now, while I'm outdoor trying to take some shot dito, I'd say magandang kanyang camera. Not so bad. And pag zoom in mo, hindi ganun ka-soft mga picture na ito. Still pretty good. And even tong shot na ito, while traveling, masabi ko sa inyo na medyo gloomy na weather, but it was able to enhance it a little bit to make it a little bit brighter than what I see. So, tinry natin laro yung kanyang different zoom capability. This is a normal shot. This is a 2x zoom shot, 5. And this is a 10x zoom. Not so bad Hindi ganun ka-compromise ang mga wordings dito, no? Though it's a little bit grainy kunti, but still you can see what is written here on a 10x zoom. Now, if you take the camera on indoor condition, low light, okay, kaya namang perform nitong camera. I was able to take some good shots dito sa figurine here inside Starbucks. And I can say na maganda ng subject separation from the background dito sa kanyang shot. And taking a very cozy shot dito sa coffee shop, it looks really nice and very dramatic ang kanyang shot. And tinry ko ang kanyang zoom lens dito sa loob ng coffee shop. This is a normal shot and this is a 2x zoom shot. And kita natin mukhang inaantok si ate. And further taking some low light shot, I would say na maganda din tong camera niya for subject photography. And taking some flower shots sa loob ng low light, it looks good. And if you're trying to take in some indoor photography, it looks good. Some random flower shot during Mother's Day, was able to take in some really good ones on some quick snaps. Now, for the front-facing camera, I would say na okay siya, though it's a little bit enhanced. Mapapansin nyo na makinis sa aking mukha dito sa kanya. And yeah, it looks kind of good. Pero pagdating naman sa indoor, pag medyo low light, pansin ko medyo hirap siya konti using the front-facing camera. But of course, don't you worry, there's always the rear camera to substitute while it's being folded. Now, some more indoor photography using the front-facing camera, it looks good. On good lighting condition, you really get some really nice snaps. And tinry din natin kanyang front-facing camera using the front one. This is how it looks like. And ito naman ginamit ko front-facing camera while it's being folded. Which selfie video was better? Let me know in the comments. And using the rear camera to take a video, I would say okay siya. Pansin ko lang medyo nagsishake siya ng konti left and right konti. I'm not quite sure kung jittery siya or it's just na hindi ganun ka-stable ang kanyang camera. But that's based on what I can observe here. And even on other occasions, sa loob ng coffee shop, ganun din habang naglalakad ako. Medyo shake siya konti left and right. So guys, para sa 31,000 pesos, is this phone worth it? Of course, if you're the type of person na adventurous, you want to try something new, this is definitely something na you should try it out. Kasi I would say na mas sturdy ang build niya kaysa si Tecno Phantom na Flip. And definitely, it's very compact. I love it kasi sobrang niyang daling bitbitin and ilagay kung saan-saan. And what's even nice din is kanya is maganda kanya display dito sa labas. Overall, this phone is really easy to use, but probably the flip phone is not for everyone. And I heard that this one can withstand 15,000 folds. And nabasa ko somewhere na this one can survive 15,000 folds, which is definitely more than enough, no? For me, kasi on a daily average, maybe I'll be doing mga 10 folds. Maybe, maybe. Kasi most of the time, probably kung na-flip open ko na siya, I'll be using like this and ilalapag ko sa akin table. And probably kung ililigpit ko siya, lalagay sa akin pocket before, that's the time only that i-fold ko like this one. But overall, the compactness of this phone is definitely good. And if you want to try this phone, I'll be linking on the description box below kung saan nyo pwede mabili siya. And guys, if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And sub to this channel, it would definitely be fliptastic. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click nyo dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.